The moon hung low in the night sky, casting an eerie glow upon the deserted seaside pier. The sound of crashing waves echoed through the stillness, the rhythmic lull a haunting symphony to accompany my solitary walk. A chill crawled up my spine as I ventured into the shadows, the creaking boards beneath my feet echoing my every step. I walked along the weathered planks, the air thick with the briny scent of the sea. The pier, once lively with the laughter of families and the chatter of tourists, now stood abandoned, its emptiness amplified by the inky darkness that surrounded it. The wooden planks groaned beneath me, whispering tales of forgotten memories and hidden sorrows. A distant fog clung to the edges of the pier, swirling in spectral patterns. The lampposts lining the walkway cast feeble pools of light, creating an uneven dance between illumination and shadow. Despite the moon's attempt to pierce the obscurity, the night held a mysterious allure that beckoned me forward. As I strolled farther along the pier, the rhythmic crash of the waves became a hypnotic melody, luring me deeper into the solitude. A sense of isolation settled over me like a heavy cloak, and the sea whispered secrets only it and the night shared. It was then that I noticed her, a woman standing at the very end of the pier, her silhouette framed against the moonlit sea. Curiosity mingled with caution as I approached her. The air felt charged with an unspoken tension, and a subtle unease clenched at my chest. The woman faced the horizon, her long, dishevelled hair obscuring her features. I hesitated, unsure if I should disturb her solitude, but something compelled me to speak. "Are you okay?" I ventured, my voice carrying through the stillness. No response. The woman remained motionless, her gaze fixed on the dark expanse before her. As I drew closer, the fog thickened, wrapping around us like an ethereal shroud. I could now make out the details of her tattered dress and the worn leather of her shoes. An inexplicable sadness emanated from her, and a chill seized me as I noticed her hands, pale, delicate, and translucent, as if touched by the cold breath of the sea. I took a step back, my heartbeat quickening. A strange realization dawned upon me. She wasn't truly there. She was a spectre, a ghostly apparition standing at the edge of the pier, lost in the echoes of her past. The air grew colder, and the atmosphere thickened with the weight of unseen sorrow. My instincts screamed for me to leave, to retreat from this encounter with the otherworldly. But as I turned to go, the woman spoke, her voice a haunting melody carried by the ocean breeze. "He took everything from me," she whispered, her words a lament that echoed through the night. I froze, the weight of her words settling upon me like a heavy anchor. Before I could respond, a sudden gust of wind extinguished the lampposts, plunging the pier into absolute darkness. Panic gripped me as I fumbled for my phony, the feeble glow revealing the woman's face for the first time. Her eyes, vacant and filled with an eternal sadness, locked onto mine. In that moment, the world seemed to fracture, and the pier transformed into a nightmarish realm. The air buzzed with a spectral energy, and the sea roared in protest as the woman's visage contorted into an expression of anguish. The next instant, the darkness consumed her, and the pier returned to its desolate state. I stumbled back, disoriented and trembling. My senses screamed in disarray, and the whispers of the night seemed to mock my very existence. As I hastily retreated from the pier, the fog lifted, and the moonlit sea returned to its calm facade. The lampposts flickered back to life, casting a feeble light on the now empty walkway. I glanced back one last time, half expecting to see the spectral woman still standing at the edge, but the pier stood silent and abandoned. As I made my way home, the unsettling encounter lingered in my mind. The woman's words echoed in my ears, and I couldn't shake the feeling that I had glimpsed into a tragic tale that transcended the boundaries of the living. The seaside pier, once a place of leisure, now held the lingering presence of a sorrowful spirit, forever lost in the haunting echoes of the night.